Hi, Dorian. Hi, Dorian. It's your Auntie Shannon. Would you like to read a book with me? How about we read Giraffes Can't Dance? Ready? Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim, but his knees were awful crooked and his legs were rather thin. Do you see his thin legs? He was very good at standing still and munching shoots off trees. But when he tried to run around, he buckled at the knees. Look at him falling down, Dorian. Now, every year in Africa, they held the jungle dance, where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. And this year, when that day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad, because when it came to dancing, he was really very bad. Do you see everybody dancing? And there's Gerald. The warthogs were waltzing, and the rhinos liked rock and roll. And the lions danced a tango that was elegant and bold. Look at them dancing. The chimps all did the cha-cha, and with a very Latin feel, and 8 baboons teamed up and did a Scottish reel. So they're dancing all over the place. Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked towards the floor, but the lions saw him coming and soon began to roar. Hey, look at clumsy Gerald, the animals all sneered. Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. Oh, Gerald, you're so weird. Look at Gerald in the middle of all the animals. Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. They're right, he thought. I'm useless. I feel like such a clot. He crept off from the dance floor and he started walking home. He'd never felt so sad before, so sad and so alone. Poor Gerald. Then he found a little clearing and he looked up at the sky. The moon can be so beautiful, he whispered with a sigh. Excuse me, coughed a cricket, who'd seen Gerald earlier on, but sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song. Listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me, the sweetest music is the branches in the breeze. So imagine that the lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music if you really want it to. See, Gerald's listening to all of the music from the trees and the moon. With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin, and Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. His hooves, they started shuffling, making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying, and his tail was swishing round. Look at him, he's starting to dance. Can you dance, Dorian? He threw his legs out sideways, and he swung them everywhere. And he did this backward somersault and leapt up high in the air. He's dancing. Look at how he's smiling, Dorian. Gerald felt so wonderful. His mouth was open wide. I'm dancing. Yes, I'm dancing. I'm dancing, Gerald cried. Then one by one, each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched him quite entranced. They shouted, "It's a miracle! We must be in a dream. Gerald's the best dancer that we've ever seen." How did you learn to dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how. But Gerald simply twirled around and finished with a bow. Do you see him bowing? Then he raised his head and looked up at the moon and stars above. We all can dance, he said, when we find the music that we love. I hope you liked the story, Dorian. I'll see you soon.